Well, hi, Budget Comics back again with another budget haul. Gonna do two this week. We're gonna do, this is more deals. What are good deals out there? Each of these books is $1 or $2. And then I have kind of my blue chip book at the end, but we're gonna do kind of the same format here. We're gonna start off with our first appearance. This is Icon number 1. This first appearance of Icon and, I want to say Skyrocket. The name just slipped my mind. His sidekick. Icon in the Milestone universe is kind of like, I think it's Rocket. I'm sorry. Superman in the Icon universe. He's kind of the conservative superhero, kind of the one everyone looks up to. Rocket, his sidekick, she appeared on Young Justice. Icon did too. Static is definitely the character to get, but Icon again is one of those underrated superheroes that, with this Convergent storyline and everything like that, might be worth getting. The Milestone characters are kind of cool anyway. Unfortunately, they just never really caught on. But like I said, these two appeared in Young Justice, so at least the cartoon series. So there's at least a little starting point for them. Next, this is our Death issue, but this is a little different. This is Marvel Tales Classic Spider-Man, the death of Captain Stacy, Gwen Stacy's father. This, of course, reprints the classic Spider-Man story. However, what's neat about this is actually a McFarlane cover, early McFarlane work here, and it's just kind of neat that this is kind of an homage work from McFarlane to the classic Amazing Spider-Man cover. So for $1, $2, depending on what store you go to or what online shop you get to, if you're a McFarlane fan, really neat cover. He does it. He does a few homage covers, but not a whole lot. And this is just kind of neat to get his take on a classic cover. Single issue story. This is Justice League number 4. This is when Booster Gold joins the Justice League, and this is kind of his first unofficial team up with Blue Beetle. Fun story. These first 6-7 issues of Justice League, Giffen, DeMatteis, and Maguire, were just great. The art's great, the dialogue's great, the plots are funny. It's just a good read. I got this in the dollar bin. Very underrated Justice League stories. If you're not familiar with them, great. Just great book all around. Creator Showcase. This is Talent Showcase, DC Talent Showcase number 19. This is the first Darwin Cook work. He does a silent story in the middle of this. It's funny. This was published, I think, in '86. He didn't have another comic work published, I think, till '93. So, for $2, with as hot as he is right now, if you're a fan of New Frontier, Batman Ego, he did The Spirit for a while. He's doing some variant covers for DC. If you're a fan of Cook's work, really cool book to pick up. And actually, even though this is an obscure title, not that hard to find. Decent grade, decent price. So, well worth the pickup. Variant cover time. This is Uncanny XMen, number 512. 80s cover. I grew up in the 80s. Just fun to see the X-Women in 80s garb. Has the old school Dazzler, which I always like that character. So, $2. Again, I'm not a big variant guy, other than if it's cool and it catches my eye, then I go after it. But, and this kind of caught my eye, and again, it was cheap. So, $2. There you go. Now, and here's just something cool. This is $2. This is DC Legends of the DC Universe Number 7, this was an anthology series in the late 90s, early 2000s. This is, again, if you follow my last video with the Apocalypse appearance, this is the first chronological appearance, chronological meeting between Green Lantern and Green Arrow. And I believe this was, it's a 3-part story. This is the first part of it. And it's by Denny O'Neil. Now, Neil Adams isn't a part of this, but at least Denny O'Neil is. So it's kind of cool that he goes, this is his revisiting these classic characters. And I think this might be the first time he does it since his run with Adams. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check that. But, it goes back to when they first met as young superheroes. So, it's a $2 book if you're a fan of O'Neil and Adams' run. This is just a cool thing to kind of add to it. Again, maybe not a lot of value in this haul, but, collections are supposed to be things you like, not necessarily just things to invest in. And this is one of those types of books, that this is just kind of a cool book. It's a cool read. It's not reprinted in a lot of trades. So it's more well worth searching dollar bins or back issue boxes for. So, well worth the pickup. Next, this is kind of my blue chip book, Uncanny XMen 213. I just got this. I got this for $16, really high grade. Again, under $20. And the way the collectible market is going nowadays, to find a good book for under $20 that has some meaning and actually, you consider kind of a wall book, is kind of a rarity. I've noticed back issues, even in the last year, back issues of any significance have become extremely expensive. Definitely in a good grade. This book has kind of cooled off. When I was a kid in the 90s, teenagers in the 90s, this was a standard wall book for any good comic shop. This was on the wall, and this was around $20 to $30 depending on the shop and depending on the grade. And this is a classic battle between Wolverine and Sabretooth, part of the Morlock Massacre storyline. And this is just a real cool cover, awesome cover. And it's one of these books I don't think a lot of people are tuned into now. Like 20 years later, it's not that popular. I mean, I actually found this in the back long boxes, which usually never happened when I was a kid. So if you want a little nostalgia, it's a great comic to pick up. It's a great cover to have. It's just a fun book all around. Like I said, it is now dipped well below that $20 mark, where you can probably find a good copy between $15 and $20. You don't have to break the bank for it, and you don't have to feel like you're getting ripped off. I think dealers, comic book shops have understood where this book is now. So it's a good pickup. So, alright, that's it for now. Like if you like. I'll post again no matter what. See ya.